Welcome, in front of me is a Redmi Note 11 Pro, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So let's get started by opening up our settings. And we're going to begin by navigating under the display section, and here I'm going to start off with the scheduled dark mode. Now this will allow you to have it set so it automatically switches between light and dark mode based on either sunset to sunrise or custom, which will allow you to select a start and end time. So you can have best of both worlds, light mode during the day and dark mode during the night. Going back to the display section, we also have the screen refresh rate, but for some reason it's set to 60, so I recommend changing it to 120. This will give you a nicer, smoother motion whenever you're scrolling up and down. Now it will consume a little bit of more battery, so if you're planning to prioritize battery life, you can stick with the 60. But for basically everybody else, I think 120 will be just much more pleasant to look at. Now moving on to the next thing, which will be located under the home screen. I'm gonna go back to the settings page and home screen. We have the animation speed right here. Now it's set to balance, which is basically the midpoint, but you can have it set to fast, which will just increase a little bit your animation speed when you're swiping between pages like this. So you have the animation of just moving it back and forth. Whenever you go home, recent, where the applications are zooming in, out, and doing all that stuff, this basically increases the animation speed of it a little bit. But there's another way to increase it significantly, or completely remove them, by going into the developer options. Now moving on to the next thing, which also is under the home screen, it's the system navigation, which right now I have buttons, but I can select it to be gestures and I don't need to learn them. So that's the gestures, and we also have the option to hide this bar at the bottom to give us a bit more clean look. So hide full screen indicator, not now. And there we go. Now we have a much cleaner look for our device, while still retaining obviously the gesture navigation of our device. There we go. Now moving on to the last thing that I want to show you, it's the quick ball, as it's called right here. Let's see if I can find it wherever it was. Additional settings, there we go, and we have quick ball right over here. So you can enable this. This will add this weird like looking arrow right here. You tap on it, it gives you a bunch of options right here. So you have the gestures, or well, the buttons that we'd usually have at the bottom, like home, recent, back, but you also have things like lock, screenshots. So I can capture a screenshot, lock the device. So there we go. So anyway, with this being said, this would conclude the tweaks and tricks I want to show you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.